So I've had Mario Maker 2 for quite some time now, literally 4 or 5 days at this point, and overall I'm really enjoying my experience when it comes to Mario Maker 2, and that's a very positive thing. And honestly, I can say this may be hands down the best Nintendo Switch game that Nintendo has to offer, just because the nature of the game, just the way the game works, just the fact that you have unlimited levels at your disposal is a very cool thing. So I would definitely recommend Super Mario Maker 2 to pretty much anybody, and I think platformers as a whole are a very good genre for pretty much anybody, whether you're a hardcore gamer, casual gamer, whatever the case may be. I think the Mario series as a whole are some very fun games. Definitely props to Nintendo for making the Super Mario Maker style type of games. But in this video, I actually want to talk about something that really does frustrate me when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2. Now, the one thing that Nintendo did add when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2, they actually added an online component where you can actually play with up to 3 other random strangers on the internet. And that's something I was very excited to actually try when I actually got this game. And I was one of those people that was willing to try it because I thought it would be a heck of a fun playing with 3 other random strangers just on these random Super Mario Maker levels. And I thought that would be pretty cool. And overall, the idea of this is pretty cool. But here's the one problem I have with this: it's very laggy. I mean, so laggy. It's at times it's almost not even playable, and it's not even fun to actually play Super Mario Maker 2 online with random strangers. It does suck. Now, in this video, I'm not actually showing you any footage of the actual lagginess, because just take my word for it. And I actually do have a clip on my Twitter where I actually showed how laggy the game could actually be, and this is actually unacceptable. And you probably already know this from your own experience or from other people actually talking about this game. The experience with the multiplayer online is absolutely a joke, and it absolutely needs to be fixed. I shouldn't have to go online and have to worry about all this lag. I do know in video games there are going to be lag, of course. You cannot get rid of lag because, well, the internet connections, depending on how far people are away from you, there's just a whole bunch of things to take in consideration when it comes to the internet specifically. So I'm not going to say lag won't happen, but the problem is the lag is just too consistent and too frequent and too much that it is annoying, and it really does ruin the experience when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2. And this should not be a thing, especially when you take in consideration we are consumers and we are forced to pay for online now. You might say, well, the online for the Nintendo Switch is only $20 a year, or about $3 a month for the Nintendo Switch Online. That is true, but we are promised a service here, and the service that we're promised is we can play games online, and we really can't play this game online if it's this laggy, this broken, and things like that. It's just flat out not a great experience. I'm not going to say everybody's having the same experience I'm having, because that might be a lie, but so many people are having the same experience I'm actually experiencing when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2, and it's overall not the greatest experience in the world, and it absolutely sucks that we're paying money for this online service, that some of these games just have the worst internet connections. And it's not just Super Mario Maker 2 to be specific. There's a number of different Nintendo games that have a hard time being played online when it comes to the internet connection specifically. I know Smash Brothers is always one that always gets thrown up in there when we're talking about how good the Nintendo online service is. It always seems like for some reason Nintendo always has a problem when it comes to their online infrastructure. It's like time and time again, whether it's the Nintendo Switch, the Wii U, the Wii, the DS Online, when they first announced it, always seems like it has problems. Back then, I guess it really wasn't as big of a deal as it is today, taking in consideration, again, we weren't paying for the service, so a lot of people would let it go, and it was fine for the most part. Sure, it was not the best experience, but what can you expect? It was free. But like I said again, now that we're actually paying for online, this stuff should not happen, and it's super frustrating and super ridiculous now that we're almost to the anniversary of the Nintendo Switch Online, which is coming up in September. So it's coming up in about a couple of months from now. That's just unacceptable. Nintendo, get your stuff together. We're paying we're paying you for a service now, and games should be playable online to some degree. Now, I will admit that my experience with Super Mario Maker 2 online specifically hasn't been all bad. There has been some good matches here or there. I tried about 50 matches, but over about 60 to 70% of my matches have been utter garbage and utter crap regarding the lag, regarding almost unplayable and things like that. And I do know for a factor it's not my internet for two different reasons. One, when I play other systems like the PC, my PS4, or other games on other platforms, they don't lag like this. So it's definitely Nintendo servers. And to make things worse about this whole situation is the fact that I've had this pretty much since the Switch came out, an official Nintendo Switch Ethernet adapter, and I even use this Ethernet adapter on my Nintendo Switch, and it does not help the situation at all. So this is very disappointing. I didn't want to make this video right away just because, well, I thought this thing would fix itself, or maybe it was just a couple of bad instances where I had a couple of bad matches, because like I said before, when it comes to video games, you're always going to have lag here or there, but I definitely wasn't expecting it to be in this many matches and to be as laggy as it is, and it's absolutely frustrating and absolutely sucks that it's in Super Mario Maker 2. And I know some people are excited for that feature specifically, since that feature wasn't in Super Mario Maker 1. The fact that you can play with random strangers online in a whole bunch of these different levels and things like that, but it just sucks for so many people. It is so laggy, it's pretty much unplayable and not a fun experience. So Nintendo really needs to get on the ball and fix their infrastructure when it comes to their online service, not just Super Mario Maker 2's bad online. They need to fix it throughout the Nintendo Switch, because they still have a lot to improve. And again, we are paying a service for this, and we are paying them money for in return. We should be getting a very good experience that we're paying even $20 a month, or a little over $3 a month for this service. It's just flat out unacceptable. So anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.